Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, and when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. So today is more of a business training topic versus a tax topic. And this actually popped into my head while I was just, enjoying a little bit of quiet time. But what I really want to talk about pursuing the mastery over money. And the reason I want to do that is because I saw this post and it made me laugh, but it was kind of sad at the same time. So this person had posted they just had a new funnel that they created, and it had been 3 days and they had no sale. I was like, wow, 3 whole days, 72 whole hours, and you're ready to blow up the funnel instead of really looking at what's going wrong. But the truth is, that is how we are, a lot in business, right? And you see it all the time. If it doesn't work within 30 days, if I don't make, $100,000 in 90 days, then this doesn't work. If I don't generate 1,000 leads in 5 minutes, then this doesn't work. And so it's not a pursuit of mastery. It is a pursuit of money. It's trying to get the result without actually being able to do the work. And that is the difference between a master technician and failing over and over again. The fact is that in whatever you pursue, you really have to pursue mastery if you plan to be successful. That is the difference between a success and a failure. A failure will just quit over and over again, quit and start something new, quit and start something new, quit and start something new, instead of really becoming the scientist behind what it is that you're doing. And here's what I mean. When in whatever you're doing, if you're not trying to figure out the science behind why things work in your business, that's the difference between the expert and the not, is understanding why things happen in your business. What is the science behind it? What is it that makes things click and tick, right? And I'll give you another example. I remember I had this fantastic stylist, and the one thing he said to me, he said, there are people that do hair, but there are very few people that understand the science of hair. And at that moment, I decided I would pay him whatever he wanted for him to style my hair, because he was not just looking at my hair. He was looking at the science behind my hair. He was looking at, okay, you might have this type of curl pattern, or, your hair holds heat, and he was telling me all of these things about my hair. And so that's what made me know he was the person to do my hair, right? Because it was the science of things. And that's where you have to be in your business. One of the compliments that I get all the time, which I'm very appreciative, but yet still humble, is people look at me and say, oh my gosh, you're so smart. Well, the only reason I'm so smart is because I don't stop learning. Right? I do not stop learning. There are some people who learn one thing and that's it. You cannot be that person if you expect to be a success in your business. You have to continuously learn. I had a great couple that I attended a conference. It was a year ago this time. And they talked about a penny. They said a penny doubled every day for 31 days will give you $5,368,709.12. A penny doubled every day. You think about that. You start out with a penny, and then at the end of 31 days, you got almost, $5.5 million, right? Now, that penny is just something new. If you learn something new every day, that's your penny doubling, right? That's you increasing your knowledge. That's you increasing your skill. That's you becoming more valuable to your audience, right? Here's another one. It's called the Kaizen way of self-improvement. And that's with the pursuit of you improving 1% every day. So in this principle, it says 1% every day makes you 37% better every year. So you think about that. If you try to improve one little thing every single day, by the end of the year, you're going to be 37% better than you were when you started. And then you think about the value that you bring to your audience and your community. And when you are able to bring that value along with the passion behind what you're doing, you can't help but to be successful, right? You can't help but to be an expert in your field, right? So I'm getting ready to go into education season. So at the time of this video, we're getting ready to head into, it's education for me. We're heading into November. And that's all I'm going to be doing between November and January is study, right? As an enrolled agent, I'm required to have 72 hours worth of continuing education in 3 years. I got that now, and that's just 1 year. And then I heard a colleague of mine, he said he gets 100 continuing ed credit hours, continuing education hours every year, 100. That's my new benchmark. My new benchmark is 100 continuing education credits per year. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be learning, but that's the benchmark, right? Because if I'm getting 100 continuing education hours every year, and Joe over here is sticking to his 24 per year, well, guess what? I'm going to be just a little bit smarter than Joe, right? but that's what we have to do. We have to seek out those educational opportunities to continuously learn about our professions in order to be masters, in order to be able to help other people. You got so many people that's sitting up here, trying to teach, how to make six figures, and you ain't made two, right? And you're not spending the time to figure out why it is that you're not making the money. You're not taking the time to become the scientist behind what's going wrong. Right? That's where we have to get to. Mastery is a journey. It is not a destination. There are always new technologies. There are always new techniques. There are things that are always going on and changing in various industries. And if you don't improve, you will die. If you are not constantly growing, you are dying and you will soon become obsolete. And as much and as fast as our world is changing, if you are not staying at the cutting edge of what is happening in your industry, you will become obsolete. And then you will be one of the complaining people talking about how automation has taken over and all of these excuses. But the truth is that you have to evolve and you have to stay up with the times. And if you make the choice to not do that, you will be left behind and you will die. That's just the plain truth. So instead of, and I really hope that this is something to make you change your mindset about what the definition of success is. Everybody's definition of success is different, and you have to define what that is for you. And then once you define what that is, then you are in constant pursuit. Every single day. When you wake up, there is a constant pursuit of mastery, of evolution, of growth, of personal growth. Because see, if you want to sit here and be like, I want to make $1 million a month, and it is absolutely possible to make $1 million a month because we see them all the time, right? But if that's your goal, then you're going to have to become someone different than what you are now. Because if the person you are now could make $1 million a month, then you would be making $1 million a month, right? You'd be doing it already. So this is what, I'm saying. It's personal. It's professional. You may have to change you before you even get to the professional side. And I've been there, where I had to work on changing me before I could change what I was professionally. So don't overlook the personal development piece. And I know personal development is sounding all airy and fairy and all that stuff. But let me tell you something. You cannot run away from it, because at some point you will hit a wall. And you are going to have to be someone different to get over it. That's a simple truth. If it hasn't happened to you, like the old folks say, keep living. It will happen. And unless you become someone different, you will stay stuck and you will die. So you want to constantly be evolving. I mean, you think about people who run marathons. You think people wake up, just come out the womb and say, whew, I'm going to be running marathons today and just take off and run that 26.2 miles. Do you think that no, it takes time, effort, training over and over again. I mean, I even think about running 26 miles and it's like, I'll just get there faster in my car. It's not my thing. But there are people who wake up training every single day just to do it and to do it successfully without killing themselves. Anything, whether it's sports, it's, education, just everything, there is a constant pursuit. And if you are not pursuing mastery in your industry, ask yourself why. And yeah, you're going to have to invest. Not everything is going to be free. It's just not. Now, I say that, but you have to be strategic about how you invest. You have to look at where you are now and what's your next step. And then that's where you invest in your personal development, your professional development. That's where you invest. Please stop trying to invest from, with these people that are making 7 figures a month, because you might not be there yet. So what is working for them may not necessarily work for you. You need to figure out where you are in your business and where you're trying to get to in your business in that next step. And then that's where you invest in that growth. That's what you have to do. So being strategic about what it is that you invest in. If you feel like you want to master, a social media platform, if you want to master speaking, whatever it is that you want to master, then that's where you go and invest in. And then stay focused. I can't tell you how many times people are coming and saying, oh, well, Lysandra, you should sell this and you should sell that. No, I am focused right here. This is where I am focused on. And if I stay focused right here, then I am eventually going to get better and better and better to be the best, to be among the best at what I do. That is my pursuit. Because when I am among the best at what I do, then I'm of more value to the people that I serve. And that is what the pursuit should be. It's the money will follow. If you help enough people get what they want, then they'll help you get what you want. Who is that? Jim Rohn, somebody? That's what it is. If you become valuable enough to help enough people get to where they want to be, they will pay you enough to get to where you want to be. And so when people are paying for me to prepare their tax returns, for their consults, I'm taking some of that money and investing in my skills so that I can be of more service to them. That's where we have to get to. It's not about making the quick buck, because see, if you get quick money without the knowledge behind it, it's going to go. It's going to go right out the window, because you can only keep up that facade for so long, right? You can only pretend that you know what you're talking about for so long. Then the truth will come out. And when it comes out, it is going to be brutal. So this is why I will constantly tell you to stay consistent, to stay focused, to continually learn. If you learn one new thing in your industry every single day, you're going to be so much better than some of these other jokers running around here. And that's the truth. So I know this was not my usual tax topic, but hey, this is something that really has to be, it's got to be said. And, like I said, it was just on my heart today to encourage you to become more value to your audience. You've got to do it. You have to, there's no two ways around it. And to become an expert in your field, it takes time. It takes time, energy, effort, relentlessness. That's what it is, you guys. Period. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in to Home Biz Tax Talk. Again, we air Monday through Friday, and you can come right here to get your questions answered about your home business taxes. All right, thanks so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye.